Now, we are in topic 1, human respiratory system. Breathing is the process of inhaling and exhaling air by the lungs. It is known as external respiration. For your recall, we have learned the internal respiration in Form 1, Chapter 2, Cell, as the basic unit of life, at which we have learned that internal respiration is the process of oxidation and breakdown of glucose that occurs in the living cells to release energy during breathing or external respiration. Oxygen is acquired and carbon dioxide is eliminated. Now, we will talk about the structure and function of each part of the human respiratory system. The table shows the summary of the structure and function of each part of the human respiratory system. Now, let's discuss the structure and function of each part of the human respiratory system. About the nose and the mouth. They are openings that pull air from outside your body into your respiratory system. About the nasal cavity. Nasal cavity allows air to enter the respiratory system. This is a warmed and moistened area with hair to filter the dust in the air. About the pharynx, the throat. This is a tube that delivers air from your mouth and nose to the trachea. About the epiglottis. This is the tissue flap at the entrance to the trachea that closes when you swallow to keep food and liquids out of your airway. About the larynx, the voice box. This is the hollow organ that allows you to talk and make sounds when air moves in and out. About the trachea, the windpipe. This is the air passage connecting your throat and lungs. About the bronchus, at which bronchi are plural for bronchus. Bronchi are tubes at the bottom of trachea that connect into each lung. About lungs. Lungs are organs that remove oxygen from the air and pass it into your blood. Inside lungs, there are 3 main parts to allow oxygen to be extracted and pass it into your blood. They are bronchioles, alveoli, and blood capillary. At which, bronchioles are the small branches of the bronchi tubes that lead to the alveoli. Alveoli is the tiny air sacs in the lungs, where the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. Blood capillary is blood vessels in the alveoli walls that move oxygen and carbon dioxide. About thoracic. Thoracic is the space to fill lungs. About the rib cage. Rib cage is made up of rib, an intercostal muscle. It functions to protect lungs. About the diaphragm. Diaphragm functions to separate thoracic cavity from abdomen. Again, this table is the summary of the structure and function of each part of the human respiratory system. This is for you to do a pause of the video to make a review. Now, we talk about breathing mechanism. The following are the direction of airflow during the breathing. First of all, the airflow in through the nostrils enter the respiratory system. Secondly, air flows to nasal cavity. This is the moistened area with hair to filter the dust in the air. Thirdly, air flows to the pharynx. This is the throat. This is tube that delivers air from your mouth and nose to the trachea. Fourthly, air flows to the larynx. The is the voice box, the hollow organ that allows you to talk and make sounds when air moves in and out. The fifth, air flows to trachea. The sixth, air flows, divided to 2 direction, to 2 lungs, through bronchus. The seventh, air flows from bronchus to bronchiole. The eighth, air flows to alveolus. In alveolus, the oxygen in alveolus diffuses into the blood capillary. The air flow from nostrils to alveolus is the inhalation process. For exhalation, this is the opposite process of the inhalation, at which the exhalation process begin from the alveolus, where the carbon dioxide from the blood capillary diffuse into alveolus air sac, and then the air with the high concentration of carbon dioxide will flow through the same path to outside. In general, the breathing mechanism is made up of two processes. They are inhalation and also exhalation. The inhalation and exhalation of breathing, controlled by two muscles. They are intercostal muscles, the muscle to control the movement of rib cage, and diaphragm muscles, the muscle to control the movement of diaphragm. The movement of the rib cage and diaphragm control the thoracic cavity to expand and contract, which bring up breathing. How the inhalation and exhalation, executed by the movement of the rib cage and diaphragm, will be detailed in the coming section of the video. We first talk about the inhalation. This is the process at which the air flows into the respiratory system. About the intercostal muscles. To trigger the inhalation, the outer intercostal muscles will contract, and the inner intercostal muscles will relax. Such a response from intercostal muscle has made the rib cage move upward and outward. At the meantime, to trigger the inhalation, diaphragm muscles will contract to make diaphragm descend and flat. Such a movement of rib cage and diaphragm will cause the volume of thoracic cavity increase and pressure inside the thoracic decrease. The low pressure of thoracic cavity make the air flow from outside to lungs. About the exhalation, this is the process at which the air flows out from the respiratory system. About the intercostal muscles. To trigger the exhalation, the outer intercostal muscles will relax. The inner intercostal muscles will contract. Such a response from intercostal muscle has made the rib cage to move downward and inward. At the meantime, to trigger the exhalation, diaphragm muscles will relax to make diaphragm curve upwards. Such a movement of rib cage and diaphragm have made the thoracic cavity volume decrease and pressure increase. The high pressure of thoracic cavity make the air flows out from lungs. If you like my video, please click like and share this video to others who need it. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Your subscription is my motivation to continue the making of videos. Thank you for watching.